Hey there everyone, this is Lifebreak. Welcome back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 3. In this part we are going to cover the rest of the 10th floor, a little bit of the 11th floor, and that's it for the most part. However, there's going to be a few experimentations being done, and I'll let you know of these as they come. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take on good old Mother Dragon here so we can get the treasure box behind her. She's weak to ice, and that's pretty much all you need to know. I mean, she does have, like, fire attacks, and she's mean. But otherwise, it's never really been a problem for any team I've made. She's the easiest FOE on 3rd Stratum. So. Also, you may notice that Vincent's around. That's one thing I'm going to get to you about. I've split all of our party members into 3 groups. The farm team, the boss team, and the dungeon exploration team. This is the dungeon exploration team. Amna, Gandra, Zera, Mina, Vincent. The boss team is Amna, Kiera, Zera, Mina, and Lyra. And the farm team is Vincent, Sal, Whitney, Tiara, and someone else. I'm surprised I remembered that much, so let's go with that. Let's actually get this fight underway. Little side note is that you can instant death FOEs. Some of them. Oh great, head mod. Most FOEs have a resistance to instant death, but that doesn't say that they're completely immune to it. Also, the whole back row is asleep. Good job. Also, Amna is not a very good attacker in this fight at all. Without Lyra, Lyra's firepower is more useful. In regards, you have to weigh whether I want firepower or utility, and that's the Vincent factor in all of this. So, yeah, do I need firepower or do I need utility? And in this case, of course I need utility, because Vincent's awesome utility. He can get camp stuff done, he can teleport us home instantaneously. Dang, he's just tearing Zera apart. Also, the dungeon team isn't typically going to be taking on FOEs like this. Thank you, Anti-Fire, for saving my ass. Also, thank you, Protect Order, for stopping Vincent's death. Vincent died. Whoa! Okay. I was going on about something. Ugh, great, now it's just gonna die again. Or killed it. Alright. Yeah, it's a long, annoying fight. Got Sharpling out of it and a lot of EXP, so it's all worth it. Okay, and behind it you get the Intelligence Hammer, I think. Nope, the Smart Hammer. I keep getting Intelligence, Smart, and Tech mixed up today. Pardon me. And that explains the other 3 failed recordings to this and how I can't spell Tech. Clearly. There's a few more experimentations I'm going to be running. First of all, from now on, when people start talking and plot starts going on, I'm going to just either fall silent or just summarize what they're saying. The reason for this is because I don't like talking dialogue. In addition, you can read. I'm assuming you are at least one of the 95% of the population who is literate, so who watches YouTube that is literate. I'm supposing at least a lot of you are literate, so I'm gonna see you guys down nearby the Hall of Conviction where Olympia stopped us. See you guys in a bit. Alright. Yeah, earlier I was talking about tests and I kind of fumbled off about it. Basically, I'm running a few tests. Oh, we haven't actually run into this site before. Let's kill that killer ant as fast as possible. That's the main idea for this set. Anyways, the test I'm running is I have a sock over the microphone right now, and I want to see if that's affecting the game audio, my audio, if it's stopping the stuff from happening. I had to do it loudly so you could hear it that time, but, you know, the little stuff. So, A, I'm using a sock. B, not reading the text. And C, critiquing me on those 2 things. So, you have insight on that. If you like how you think the new system's gonna work, you can say so. Instant death! Sweet. That's what instant death looks like. It's beautiful, I know. It's very beautiful. Let's get this skill point going on. You don't need more Protect Order right now, you need more. You definitely need more Monarch March, because we need to get that back to 10, because I'm getting annoyed that I'm not recovering from my damage tiles as fast as I used to. Swashbuckling. And Vincent's fine. Okay, great. So yeah, I've already weighed how Vincent's going to be helpful to us during the dungeon explorations, because A, camping, B, teleportation, and C, variety, D, EXP boosting, and E, just being awesome! Also being the only male in the main team ever to be seen, because the other males are stuck in the farm team. That poor Saul. Poor Saul. Those of you who just jumping in, Saul is a person, not like Soul or Saul. Not the word Saul or Soul. He's called Saul. S-A-L-L. Don't know why you just be randomly jumping in on this. Anyways, I recommend coming around here at night. Wait, did I get that shortcut? Oh, now I have to check again. Did I get you shortcut? Yes, I did. Be right back. Anyways, come in here at night is the most useful time to come in here, because then the mother dragons aren't all over your face. And believe me, these ones are more compact than in the previous rooms, so they'll get to you faster. So you don't have as much luxury time to take care of them as you did before. So you want to make it snappy, as I like to say. Just make it snappy. There is a thing right there. I think they're like lava trees. That's an interesting insight. What do you guys think these pillars are? Do you think they're just random pillars? Or do you think they're trees? Because of the Palm Taker event, they said there was a tree there. I think it might have been referring to things like that. Well, yeah, you can see trees sticking out of the rocks. The stalagmite thing. I don't know. You know what? I really ought to try to memorize which one's stalactite and stalagmite. If anyone has any tips on how to memorize stalagmite or stalactite, that'd be helpful. Even though, just, you know, it's a real-life application thing. It's not really useful for the game, but, you know, knowing what the difference between a stalagmite and a stalactite in real life has its perks. So, anyone knows the difference, because I'm always getting the two mixed up. That'd be helpful. Oh, jeez. Hi, Cave Elephant. Meet the Cave Elephant. Cave Elephant is a jerk, and he just got paired with the most offensive thing on the floor, and we got blindsided by it. Oh boy, Lord Order. Yeah. This is not good. This is really not good. You go try going for the instant death, and you try to make sure they don't kill us. Yes, instant death! I love you, instant death. Yeah. Okay, thank goodness. Vincent, you're amazing. That's one of Vincent's perks right there. He stopped the Cave Elephant from rolling me over from half my HP. That's the main difference. He would have done a lot more. Trust me. So, thank goodness for Beast War. Thank goodness for me. 528. It's pretty good damage. It's weak to Volt. Cave Elephant has Withering Glare, just like the old Hyanep guys. And the Cave Elephant also has Charging, like the Scale Dragons that I never showed you. So, yeah, now you know about that. And you know what? Yeah, I'll show off Scale Dragons eventually, so that doesn't really matter anymore, does it? I'm gonna use the same mapping tactics I've been using before, as in walking on the non-damaged tiles and marking the ones I do walk on. So it's a lot easier to map. It is actually a lot easier to map if you do it that way. If you just go by stepping on all the non-damaged tiles and then color them all the damaged tiles in. I find it very effective. Except that won't be very effective in the next room. I don't think there's as many damage tiles in the next floor. Next room, there's still as many lava tiles as before. But you know. Do these even go in different places? Is there a hot spring here? No. Darn. Oh, that's right. We have a hot spring quest. I'll get to that next episode, I guess. I don't want to get into it now. Kind of too late. Not too late to do the quest, just don't feel like doing it on this episode because we've already done stuff. And we've already seen the set. See you guys in a bit. Alright, return, and Zera leveled up. Just get that more into Ether Mastery. The Mastery skills do have their place. What I've also learned is that... check this out. I'm gonna go to Mina, and you're gonna notice she's wearing the Jolly Roger. I just recently learned this. It's always been possible, but it's it's a frequently asked question, is that if I change to a character, is my character limited to the weapons of the main class? And the answer is no. Ninjas are not supposed to be able to wield rapiers, ever. But if you get a rapier mastery skill from a class that can use rapiers, then you can use rapiers. That's kind of how it works. I kind of like how the game did that. That's very nice of it, and it allows Mina to use the Jolly Roger, which is fun because the Jolly Roger is an amazing weapon for this early in the game. You want to know what's a more amazing weapon? That one that costs 213,000 and is very useful in Kiera, and I'm gonna have to get it for Kiera later eventually. But that's a lot of money, and I don't quite have access to a good way of getting those funds just yet. I mean, canyon fishing is probably one of the best fun making in the game. But the Tanyons aren't always available, so whenever I see a Tanyon off screen, I'll just go fish it. With or without your permission, you don't need to see me go Tanyon fishing anymore. Those of you that don't know what on earth I'm referring to when I'm saying Tanyon fishing, go watch the Grind Responsibly episode during the first song and during the first speed up. I show off Tanyon fishing. It's sped up, but you kind of get the gist. Anyways, back onto more lava trees. The easiest way to get past this room is to actually just cut across the lava, but in order to map the entire room, you have to go all the way around, and I believe there's a hot spring somewhere around here. I wouldn't be too far off, because I'm pretty sure there is. Also, the hot springs are always on non-damaged tiles, from what I remember. So, kudos tip. Also, when I get to the hot spring stuff, I'm not going to turn in the hot spring quest immediately, even after I do it, because I want to make sure, by proxy, by you guys, that I actually get all the hot springs, because... Oh, there it is. Wait, is this just a shortcut? I never knew that shortcut even existed. I will take it. Wow, I personally am flabbergasted. I'm like, what the crap? I seriously did not know that shortcut existed. Yes, a shortcut I didn't know? And I thought I had all the shortcuts covered. I did not. Wow. I'm amazed at myself. I'm amazed that I've refound that. We'll just have to make sure. When I'm rearranging the teams like this, I have to remember that Mina is faster and stronger than everyone, so if I want to just finish off someone with low HP, I have to remember to move the target for Mina. I'm used to having slower characters that, you know, the faster one with the weak damage always happens to go first. In this case, Mina's the fastest and she does the most damage, so it's like, whoops, back up. It's kind of weird. Yeah, Zara and Mina are the high damage dealers here. Even though Mina is the gimmick of the team, that doesn't mean she's weak, mostly because she's using a strong weapon. Also, in the future, she'll be getting Pincushion. So, yeah, after we're done getting Kupakiri and stuff, she's going to start getting Pincushion, and that's going to be fun. I'm still debating whether I want to get her herself Bushin, because I already have Zara for Bushin duty. I don't know if I want to get her for Bushin duty as well. That's another thing that I want you guys to leave comments about, is your input on that. I like input this episode, so if you do have time to put that stuff in the comments, please do it. I'll be sure to respond with what I think and all that jazz. Because that's really what I wanted to know. Would it be worth having Bushin on 2 characters, or would that be redundant? So, okay, we're on the 11th floor, and this introduces lava. You cannot walk across lava, but it's there, and it's not actually really a wall. You know how when you, in the first stratum, I marked the rivers as walls? In this stratum, it's not as convenient to mark them as walls, because then your map looks silly. And to me, I'm so OCD about that. I may be mixing up terms, so, you know. Anyways, I mark my lava. And when I am marking lava, I may actually just suddenly cut out to the next part of the video, because it might just be me marking lava. That's how boring me marking lava is. So, after this, if I start just mapping lava, I might just fall silent and cut it out, because me mapping lava, not very interesting. Also, I'm going to be like all over the paint tool, because, as I said, lava. Oh, and an introduction to rafts as well. This isn't the first time they're used. They're used once again, like later. the same concept is used in the 6th stratum by the time we get there. So that's nice that I'm discussing something in the far, far future. So I don't really like going across these things, because then it just goes up in the map and I have to remap it. So here goes nothing. Whee! Y'all below me. Stuff. You know what? I might just mark the walls and then worry about putting in the lava later. Anyways, after I finish mapping the lava. Let's go... No, which way was it? This way. Let's go this way. In the center of this floor in particular, I remember there being a bunch of even more mother dragon spawns. So you didn't have enough. I believe there's even this contest later on in the stratum that if you kill FOEs, they count as more points, and you could just farm the mother dragons. That's what I'd always do, and that's what many people do in order to just cheese through that contest, because mother dragons would be so easy if you knew how to beat them. Otherwise, even then, that quest was easy. It's just like the fish raid contest. I'm probably going to do it in the same aspect as the FOE rush. You know how I did the fish raid and that? Okay, this right here is interesting. Not necessary, but it's interesting to say the least. As I map lava. Is as you walk down the narrow path of the cavern, you find a rock jutting out. Looking closely, you see the rock is adorned and stuff. Didn't I just say I would cut out the dialogue and stuff? As I said, I'm gonna assume you can read. But anyways, you see a jutting rock. It's going out, and your characters don't want to do anything to do with it. This will be important much later when you want to raise your level cap. Let's just say that. But that's the best way I can say it without spoiling too much. It will be used later, and it will evolve your level cap. So just put a memo on it and put jut. I just put jut because I know that it's the only jutting rock in the game. So yeah, just use some sort of strategy like that. There's a treasure chest down there. We'll be getting to that eventually. We're gonna get there via boats. That's all the way up there, and we'll get some mapping the rest of this mayhem later. Let's go back over this way. We still haven't run into the new enemy of this floor, which is used for the paleontologist guy. I think that's what they're called. Yes, meet the flame lizard. Flame lizard is self-explanatory. He launches fire attacks every so often. Not a big threat. Doesn't have a lot of HP. In fact, I'm much more scared of the Stegosaurus than I am him. If that puts things into perspective any. Of which one would you fear more? The green lizards are never really a hassle. They're easy to kill. They don't do too much to you. And generally, you're more afraid of the stego somehow mind-wiping your team than that poor lizard that's just going to be fried. So, there you have it. It's very, very basic enemy. Doesn't do too much to you, and all he's really useful for is getting the item for his quest. If he might have a rare item. If he does have a rare item, leave that in the comments, because I'd surely like to know that. Because, as I said, as the game progresses, my memory diminishes. It's kind of on a scale like that. More walls. More and more walls. Oh boy, that's actually going to be a fun event down there. Let's see, that just does this action. There's a treasure chest right there. There's land there, but I'm not going to mark the treasure chest because we haven't gotten it yet. More walls. Mapping! So much fun! Okay. Let's go up here. Actually, you know what? This video is getting sort of lengthy. I'm going to call it a day. So, hey guys, this has been LifeRick, and as always, I thank you for watching. Leave comments about all the things I've asked about in the comment section below the video, unless YouTube changes that in the far, far future, in which you can call me crazy. Bye!